Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian
Hi, everybody.
and Brett.
Red light,
We're
green light.
here. Finally, it's here. The temptation light has arrived. The Eye of Sauron, everything that Brian and I and Brett, we've been teasing all season, waiting for it to come. It is here. Mark rolled the matching temptation palantirs into the respective villas. Let them know that if temptation was, you went into your temptation, basically, you succumb to temptation, that will light the boy up red. We saw both lights lit up this episode. So we didn't really waste any time here as a crew getting right to it. We start off the episode talking about Tammy, Nafisa, and Great. Really, basically, how the energy of that house is getting burned down to the ground with the feud of Tammy and Nafisa. Great not doing a, not to be pun intended, a great job at diffusing this situation very much. But does kind of not tell Tammy what he wants to hear, and she kind of tells him to go do his thing, which we do go see him do during this episode. I think Great and Nafisa probably are the kind of grouping that'll stay together through the rest of the season. We see the first kiss during the Jenga game, and we do see him teasing with her, and then eventually going into the bed and lighting up the light. And I really want to talk just about like what you guys think of that dynamic. Tammy also walking in on them. There was just a big long mess of a storyline there. Brian, your thoughts on the whole situation, then Brett.
Before I get to that situation, I really wish that Mark came and showed the lights and he had them under a sheet and he just ripped them off. This is the light. I think that would have been really cool. But yeah, I don't know what Tammy's doing. She just looks a little desperate and Great's yeah, I haven't really I imagine if I kissed her. And I can't imagine if he had done anything more than just speak to her. She seems a little obsessive. He claims he didn't have sex under that blanket. I don't believe him.
Yes.
But
Okay.
it's uh, and the thing is Paris did her kissing before the light was there. So that's what's crazy about it. They're just it's a war between them now. It's a
Oh
war.
yeah, with Sajik. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brett, what do you think of the light up there, the Tammy Nafisa great triangle of this episode?
I mean, I think Tammy is crazy that she's trying to steal Great versus Nafisa. I don't know. On camera, it looks like he likes Nafisa more. And
For
I do
sure.
like that she's at least gonna go for it and open the unlocked door and sneak in on them. I like that entertainment. But I think this whole red light thing is dumb. I think the whole show is dumb. Honestly, if you're a couple and you go on the show, your relationship's already dead. And this light doesn't really it tells you a random person's hooking up, but then you go to the bonfire later and they're like, hey, here's video of who exactly sucked who's whatever. And so I mean, it's if you go on the show and you cheat, it's on camera, buddy. So who cares whose light is whose light? But I do
Brett's
like that
going
the
through
girls.
his first discovery here with the Temptation Island, and he's getting to the realization that we all get to. I will say this, and this is something I could have kind of led with, but I did want to kind of get right into that triangle, but we can talk about it now. The men of this season are pretty lacking. I'm going to say that right now. And the women aren't much better, but
Talking to
these,
singles?
no, well, both, but I think even the dudes, they are just, they're all out. They're all out. As of right now, none of them are making it. This might easily be the first season where we see none of them make it because they all are
Yeah.
just oh, kiss, yeah, I'm done. Oh, kiss, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And
Christopher's
freaking Paul hasn't even done anything yet, and he's out. He's I've known for a long time.
yeah, he's just all he cares about is dairy.
All he cares about is Michaela. And
I like the guys. They should be out. Oh, I mean, I think Hall is the most to lose. The rest of them is you're losing nothing. Just go for
Yeah, I
broke.
mean Vanessa Roberto is dead. I just don't really get Chris. I don't really get Christopher. He's one I don't really truly understand. What is the point of you coming on the show? I don't understand him at all.
He seems
I
like the
think
one, as far as the guys, this is backfiring on the most, right? Like
Yeah.
he seems like the only guy that this is technically backfiring on. Like everyone else seems like they're getting set up pretty well. And again, I don't think that's great. I agree with you, Brighton. Away. The reason I'm going to bring up all these dudes, these may be the most cut and dry. Like these people shouldn't be together that we've ever seen. Like as far as a whole group, we've had a
Yeah.
couple. Like we've had the ones like Christian a few seasons ago, like where they were obviously going to end up getting engaged, be together. There wasn't really a risk of cheating or anything. They're all done. Like even Caitlyn next week, sort of like see what him with her like in the party and Michaela, and he's gonna be like, she's gonna be like, oh, I'm done. Like this dude's a dope. Like he is. None of these people should be together. I'm not rooting for any of them to be together, and that's kind of
Mhm.
upsetting me. I usually have a couple to root for. I'm not rooting for any of them.
I
Yeah.
think Mary Stella and Chris have the best shot at this point. I think Hall needs to just like literally just go for Michaela because he has had so many confessionals that make him look terrible, and she's
Yeah.
gonna dump him
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah. It's I feel bad for her, man. Like you're engaged, and this is like no one's been engaged on the show, and it's just like such a terrible showing.
Yeah, you brought on the like dopiest, most transparent dude. I don't believe the kid crap. We've all been saying it. Like we think this is a physical infatuation.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it. Like most women are gonna say they want to have kids at some point, but I bet when you get off this island, she'll talk in the timelines and be like, "Well, I don't have a kid this year, next year, or like anything like that." And boom, you're right back to where you were. So I don't believe it. Sorry,
Hall's
prove me wrong.
biological clock is ticking. I mean, what? Come on.
Yeah, dude, you're a dude. What do you care? Like really? I don't want to be old at the soccer game. Whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, come on.
He is old.
He is 35. Well, he ain't that old. He's only a couple years older than us. He looks older though, doesn't he? That dude looks like a middle school
He
teacher.
sells leather, dude.
I'm
Maybe
31,
it's
not
his belt
married.
that what's his
I
dude
wear
ate
the
on a
business.
loan.
Kate ate his belt.
Kate ate his belt on a loan. That's what we call a crossover, folks, for the like 9 of you that watch all of the shows throughout. So you'll get that joke. Um, so yeah, let's see. We had a prom night and a casino party. They love the theme parties
Yeah,
on
they really
Temptation
do.
Island.
I mean,
They love
casino.
theme parties.
They just want the dress sexy. Is really what it is. Casino. How many times have we seen a prom night any type of show? I think Casino Night at least a little more original.
I just don't think of any casino night without thinking of the Dunder Mifflin warehouse. So it's like I don't know. Like it just they're not
It really
playing for
just looked like a
money. They're
50s
just
party,
throwing
honestly.
monopoly money
Back,
around.
throwback to Are You the One? Me and Brian did the casino night, or maybe you did about
Yeah, yeah.
dude. They had
Yeah.
like
Are you the one love
nothing on
party?
their boobs, and
Oh yeah,
except like a playing card on the
yeah,
end.
yeah. They like a stick 'em like jack on their boobs. Yeah,
Some obvious pairings too. We're seeing some things like we said. Caitlin's into both Mike and Sebastian. We'll probably see her explore that further next week once she gets to see her bonfire. Christian and Maricela spend the night together. It looks like that's going to progress next week. Chris said he's finally hard because of Lexus. So congrats.
I don't get this dude. He's like an intellectual. Like, what is this?
Congrats, bud.
Yeah,
Congrats
I
on the
got hard
boner.
off of her mind. It's like, come on, bro.
I do want to quickly run through the bonfire that we have interspersed some of it throughout, but I do want to make sure we hit all the details. Great. Saw the lap dance and the makeout of Paris and Tajik. Says his feelings are gone. Mark said, haven't you done kind of the same? Said, don't care. I'm done. Poor Mark. Like Mark had a great showing again this week, but these dudes, none of them wanted
Yeah,
to
they
hear
don't
anything
care.
he had to say this week. Like none of the it went
Yeah,
this
right.
week. 100%. Chris, she's Maricel kissing in bed, says he's shocked and disappointed. She broke her own rules. Says he has relief because he's done and finished. 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Robert, her mean comment about him, her grinding, letting her go. He said, every day I let her go more and I feel better. Reveals that she had been married for like 14 years or 12 years and that she had controlled all the marriage. And like, that's why she don't really like him as much because he's not as much of a pushover. Mark said that you're the perfect guy for her. And he was like,
I'm kind of rooting for him.
3
I
for 3.
really like Roberto, and I'm hoping that he dumps her
He is
ass.
not going to go back with her.
No,
Dude.
no.
He's
I'm
a
rooting for. I don't
crazy
want them to
person.
go back together. I want him to like. I want him to stick it to her.
Everything
Hall.
is like coming full picture for
Oh,
him
yeah.
and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
relationship with her.
Mhm.
And I really hope that it sticks for him. And
I thought he was the first person done. I thought he was done literally week 1.
He was done as soon as he walked off the boat.
As soon as he got cast,
It's like I'm done.
I think
he was marking off the calendar days like it was like his birthday, right? And he's marking it off as soon as we get to the island. I'm done.
he was just sitting in applications for like MILF Manor.
Yeah, he's on that app, whatever
back
that
in the
app
green
is.
room.
He was
He's
on
trying to get on a TV
Backstage.
show.
Roberto, if you're watching, we want to get on and we want to let know, bro. We really do.
Yeah, come on, man. I'd love to talk to you.
And if you're still with her, we still want to talk to you. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hall.
Bring her on. Let's get her.
All right, Hall. This is the best. Hall's was like at TikTok length because there's nothing bad to show about her. She hasn't done anything wrong.
I'm actually rooting for her solo.
That's why I want him to kind of keep being a scumbag so she does get out of this.
Yeah, she's like actually like, oh, I'm interested in 2 guys. Like I haven't done anything yet. I want to talk to them. Like kind of what the show is normally like.
Hall says some soft stuff about like I haven't seen her show that kind of love in a while. He's talking about hugs. I'm at this point getting pretty upset because I'm like, this is how this episode's ending. We're seeing the credits start to roll, and he goes, Mark, I didn't want to admit it, but I've always known she's not the one for me. Fade to black. Yeah. This guy, who is this guy? He is not in love with this other girl. He thinks she's hot.
Yeah, I know. He's blinded by boobs. I'm saying it right now. He's blinded.
He is blinded by boobs. BBB.
I don't think
the new triple B.
Like it's over, dude. Like you cannot say that on camera, on TV.
Yeah.
And like go back to your relationship. It's not going to happen.
You're engaged. You're engaged.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert, cuz this is going to get shown to her.
Yeah, right.
Asshole.
Yeah,
going back to the red light, why does it even matter? Because they just show them videos of people hooking up.
Well, I think the point of the red light is that they're trying to promote more.
They're trying to promote more hooking up. Like, so it's late, they're drinking, and somebody's on the teetering edge. And look, it kind of worked. It definitely was pushing people a little bit. So keep it up. I don't know if they'll do it every year or not. I think that at least will probably stay, but like they'll iterate probably on it.
They should up it and just put a TV screen in there and show it live.
Yeah, I wish there was like a color code, like, oh, red is bad. Like red is insertion.
Red is like insertion. Yellow is just oral.
Like, yeah, petting or something like
green,
that.
Yellow, red.
Yeah.
Green is make out. Oh god. It really, if it wanted to get really dirty, you could have their names and their names light up the color of what they're doing in that moment. Oh my god.
Yeah, if you touch it, you can look at it just like the whatever.
Like Saruman.
What's that eye called? That you know that
the eye of Sauron.
No, the seeing stones. I thought that's
the Palantir.
Yeah, that's what they are. You click on, you touch it, and you can see like it's shaking your head. They're like, "Oh my god, they're having sex."
And if they're not doing that,
the light should be like when the light goes on, it turns into like a webcam where you could talk to the other globe, and then you can see who's not hooking up by who's like standing there, and people start freaking out more. Producers, listen, this is a great spitball session. Like I'm thinking I'm in conference room all the time with them owls and all now like cameras where everyone can be seen. Like you're telling me you can't put that inside your little glowy stone? Come on.
If you go into the boom boom room, it's a live feed camera. So if someone goes in that door, live feed pops up
live porn.
And then you can watch. So whoever's in, like, so you can hook up anywhere you want. You get red light. You go in the boom boom room, live feed.
Temptation Island's gonna have its own section on the P Hub.
It's gonna be on OnlyFans. Next week looks good. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the girls' bonfire, and I just want to see them just push forward. And I want to see, I want to see more drama, frankly.
Yep.
So. We did review the other half of Hump Day Wednesday, the Big D. We also did a cast interview with Angelique, who is a current cast member on the Big D. All of that is on the Big D and Reality Guys Conversations playlist. We've done every episode of Temptation Island the last few seasons. You can check out all those reviews, including our interview with Mark Wahlberg. This week we had The Bachelorette Claim to Fame. We have The Ultimate Fighter. We have Below Deck Sailing Yachts finale. We will have the Real Housewives of New York, the reboot of it starting on Sunday. We will also be doing continued reviews of Love Island, Love It Hip Hop Atlanta, and I'm not sure what I'll probably do. Stars on Mars, jump back on that a little bit for TikTok just to kind of round it out. We had started out on YouTube, but when Tom Schwartz leaves, we leave. So look out for all that and subscribe to our TikTok, like I said, for also the reality TV news and funny clips. But until next time, for myself, Brian, and Brett, thank you. Peace.
McDonald's and anyone else sponsor us, please.